also reveals the existence of further hypocrisy at Gillette's expense. He states, "Isn't it so refreshing to be righteously hectored by Gillette, a company owned by Procter & Gamble, known for animal rights abuse and child labour?" This further indignation of Gillette allows the audience to see the bigger picture, previously not wishing to be uncovered. This conveys that while Gillette wants to provoke controversy around men, it backfires and at the courtesy of outrage culture. However, we must also inspect the political sphere for the existence of an outrage culture. Recently, in the Australian government, 5 female Liberal MPs have resigned due to allegations of bullying and harassment in the party. For instance, the most recent to have left, Julia Banks, stated her reasoning to leave was it was the last straw and that women have suffered in silence for too long. Many newspaper sites such as The Australian stated that there should be a quota for women in the Liberal Party. One can see the similarity with the Gillette advertisement. It balloons what is honestly a very negligible issue in today's world. It instead metaphorically hides a very much larger issue in the Liberal Party. Instead of the Liberal Party feeling a quota for the sexes, they need to modify their agenda and understanding of the new Australian political landscape. What serves as an embarrassment to Australia was the recent Conservative spill orchestrated by Scott Morrison, the compromised candidate, to pull Malcolm Turnbull out of position as Prime Minister. Under Morrison and Turnbull's reign, the recent edition of Gonski 2.0 gutted public school funding, and almost a third of funding with the new program was given to private and Catholic schools. Other failures involved the bid to lower energy prices. As stated on the Liberal website, the Morrison government is committed to reducing power prices by securing priority gas supplies for Australia, and further states Labor's promise to reduce Australia's carbon emission as wanting Australia to go far beyond the rest of the world and cut carbon emissions by 45%, and commented that it was a reckless policy that will damage our country and opportunities and jobs. Even though the Liberal Party wishes for Australia's power supply to be mostly non-renewable, they state the switch over to more. Now, one can see that a smokescreen has been applied to allow the Liberal government to perform actions like these with no direct consequences to themselves, only consequently to the Australian public. Hiding behind the so-called misogynistic issues of the party, it allows the Morrison government to avoid being held accountable. I hope now we as the Australian public can see issues with the formation of outrage culture and its stranglehold on us and the media we consume. We need to see not only the issue at hand, which at most time is completely negligible. We need to be informed of the wrongdoings at hand and delve deeper into these issues that have on us and the issues that are at play. Because if we only see the issue at hand, we are not getting to the point. The various Isaac Butterfields, Stephen Crowders and Ben Shapiro's do not necessarily care about issues like free speech or men's rights. They simply care about lining their own pockets. The same too can be said about our leaders, hiding behind issues of women empowerment and Aboriginal land rights, or our so-called patriarchal society, are not their main concern. They care, sadly, about their grasp on power, but not their responsibility for looking after us.